Well, again, again, at the end of the day, it was a great season. At the end of the year, I think the guys found their groove. There's no question throughout the year we were, it was a little bit of a roller coaster. We were inconsistent at times, but when we played good hockey, we played really good hockey. And I was especially proud of the guys over the course of the last month. Like I said, we found our groove. We won some big games. Our back was against the wall. I look back and at that Bowling Green series being down 1-0 at home, but we found a way to get it done. And it was an unbelievable game 3 and going on the road to Michigan Tech and doing what we did and taking, the number 1 team in the country to, again, overtime game. And again, we were 1 play and 1 shot from winning that game on Saturday night. So at the end of the season, I'm really proud of the guys, proud of the program. And, we're excited for next year. We're obviously dejected. We're dejected. We just lost a battle in a game that we could have won. We were 1 shot, we were 1 play from winning a game. So, your heart's kind of cut out. You're sitting there on the blue line and, you knew you were close. And at the end of the day, I think all of us had a good feeling. I had a good feeling all week. We had a good feeling going into the overtime, and it just, you end up losing the game. Well, anyway, by the time, we're leaving the ice, a couple of our non-dressers came right up to me and said, "Coach, that was not a goal. That was not a goal." And then they proceeded to show me the video that was on Flow Hockey. And so then, Mankato's still on the ice doing their celebration and with the trophy and all that stuff. So I ended up going on the ice and talking to Don, and then Mike was there, Hastings, and it was really kind of odd. It was awkward for me, but at the end of the day, the guys even said it was no goal. They showed it to me. They say Twitter was blowing up, those types of things. So I went to Don. I don't think it was a goal. We need to review this thing or whatever the process is. And anyway, that's kind of how it went, is what I'm getting at. So and then Don took over from there.
It was a weird situation. I mean, all I remember is Grohl coming around Will on that play, he cut across, and I felt my foot made it all the way across to that post and covered it off. And I was honestly just pretty shocked that it went in, because I felt I was in really good position on it. And obviously on the replay, we saw it didn't go in. Whatever unfolded after was just crazy. So it was too quick. I just hit the post hard, just trying to get over as quick as possible. I honestly had no idea. I just tried to stay hydrated, get some fuel in me, just stretch out a little bit, try and keep a positive mindset, just be ready to go, because if we had the second chance, you gotta be ready to stop some pucks. So
no, there was just a lot of fluids in here. Just try to walk around as much as you can, try not to sit down. We knew it was not a goal, so we were ready to play whenever the opportunity came, and I was just walking around as much as I could. We were pretty emotional and not upset, but we wanted to get out there again as soon as possible. So we just stayed warm.
Yeah, honestly, same. We just a lot of Gatorade, a lot of water. I mean, kind of cramping up a little bit for a bit there, just sitting in there. So I got the massage gun going. I was just trying to stay loose, a little stretching, but no, it was long. It was a long wait.
I mean, I've been around a long time, and there's nothing that comes close to this as far as this experience and this hockey experience, and it'll never happen again. And Don and I talked about that this morning as well. I mean, I go to Don, your first year as a commissioner, who'd ever think this has happened? And there's no fault in this stuff either. And it's just easy for people on Twitter or people on social media to sit there and talk about it and play the blame game. But it's just, these things happen. No matter, things happen, right, wrong, or different. Even if you have video review, even if you have all these things, there's things that happen. There's always extenuating circumstances in any situation, and this was one of them. And obviously, if this wasn't the day of social media and all the different angles you have for video review, Minnesota State Mankato would have won that game. Nobody would ever talk about it. And you want to look back in time and think about how many goals were offside, how many goals there was guys in the crease, how much interference there was, how many goals were allowed that shouldn't have been allowed. So, but sometimes, again, when you're looking at certain angles, not everything is as clear cut as the average person thinks. So I just think the league did a heck of a job. There's no blame. Once in a while, things happen. And that's what happened, but it just took us a little longer than it normally does, and they did the right thing. Not everybody can go to the tournament. There's 60 teams and only 16 go. So that means 44 of us are not going to the tournament. But we also were one of how many games on Saturday night? Not many. So we're one of 6 games on Saturday night. So we had that opportunity of getting into the tournament. So I think it's all about perspective on how you look at a successful season. And I think we all want to play in the NCAA tournament. I do, these three guys here do, the team does, the community, the alumni. We all want to move on to the NCAA tournament. But I guess I look at things so much differently because I've been around a long time. You just want to make sure you have the best opportunity of making it to the tournament. And sometimes you're going to have years where it's tough to make it to the tournament. Sometimes there's going to be years where it's a lot easier to get into the tournament as far as how you're playing. And we had the ability of going into the tournament. We were one game away from it. We were one shot away from it. We were one play from it. So that's how I look at things. And I just think at the end of the year, these guys stood tall. They provided everybody with Beaver Nation to go to the NCAA tournament, and we came up a little short. So, and that happens. That's sports and that's competition. So, but at least we had the ability of playing in that game. And I think if you really want to reflect back, and these guys probably, I can't speak for them, but they probably have already. I know I have. It was just, it was an honor playing in that game, and that's how I look at it. It was an honor playing in that game. It was an honor to play how we did and how close we were. And there was a lot of our fans were really, they were proud. They were proud of, what we accomplished at the end of the year. So, you can look at things many different ways, and that's how I look at it. And overall, I thought it was a positive year, and it was sure a positive ending.
The end of the year was where we wanted to play and where we wanted to be as standard-wise and hockey-wise. We came up to our level maybe a bit too late. We wanted to be there a bit earlier, so we could have had the chance to maybe get a bit into the tournament, but now that didn't happen. So we came into the playoff with good attitude, and we felt right away that we were having something special in the playoff games, and we played our best hockey the last 4 games, and we did everything we could to get into the tournament. But at the end of the day, we didn't. But last year was really special as well. But it would have been that more special to get in this year. But we know carrying into next year that we have a strong group coming back, so we can hoping to do it next year.
Yeah, it was obviously nice to go to the tournament last year. That was a great experience, and just even winning that game, making it to the Elite Eight, that was just like so big for this program and just for us. So we definitely would have loved to go back, but came up just a little bit short. But like Rosie and Tom said, like we even just towards the end of the year, we were playing our best hockey. And I mean, I think that like towards the end of the regular season, maybe it was like a roller coaster ride. It'd be like up and down, just like, we were going losing streak, and then kind of figured out towards the end of the year. And like Rosie said, we were playing our best hockey in the playoffs. And I mean, I think that's indicative of the work we put in. So it was good to, make it to the final, get that chance, play in that game. It's great atmosphere. That was a crazy building. So it was good for that.